was a clip of Steve Harvey that was recently posted from an interview. It was from, you know how you do them hot mic things with somebody it's outside the interview. So the woman was asking Steve Harvey about men having female friends. So he made a response to that, and he's getting a little backlash, and I'm going to talk about this one for sure. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because, come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because, look, okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, yeah, we're friends. No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe, that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
Because
we're
most
guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
So what Steve Harvey was saying, was he wrong? No, he really wasn't wrong. And actually, I want to make an expansion on that too, because it actually goes both ways, but I'll explain. So if you are a married man, okay, which I am, so I can speak on this too. What would I do with a single woman being my friend? Like, what would I do hanging out with a single woman and my wife isn't around? Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's no reason for that. I have no interest in that whatsoever, especially being a married man. Like if a married man talking about, oh, she's just my friend, we going to do this, we going to do that. Like, no, bro, no. Your wife is supposed to be your best friend. If you can't be with your wife, then you need to figure out what's going on in your relationship. And trust me, been there, done that too. And if the relationship is not going good and y'all figure that out, then y'all need to go on and break apart. And y'all move on with your life. Like I say, I've been there, done that. So I understand that. Because a woman can get on your doggone nerves. Oh, yes. Listen, when a woman gets on your nerves and you want to be at work more than home, and you find anywhere possible to be out the house away from her because she get on your last nerves for whatever the reason, she get on your nerves, or you begging work to let you work some overtime just so you can get out the house or you can stay away because you feel more at peace at work than you do at your own house. Trust me, I know situations like that. I even experienced that myself in the past. Okay. So, and when I say the past, I'm not talking about my wife now. No, I'm talking about my previous situation. So anyway, he's right on that. Now, in the guy being single, yes, I agree with that too. We talking about straight heterosexual males. The only way a man can be, quote unquote, your friend, like I said, unless a woman is established that no, nothing's going to happen here, or this is the expansion of it, or he has no attraction to her at all, and he looks at her like a sister. So in other words, he has no attraction. So he could easily be her friend because he has no attraction. You know what I'm saying? So he say, yeah, I go hang out with you. I go do, whatever, because he has no attraction whatsoever. Right? So that's the expansion of that Steve didn't get into. Also, women will try to be your friend too, in hopes of the chink in the armor with you too. If you said, nah, I can't do that or whatever, sometimes women will try to slide in and be your friend. When you are a man that's successful, you may have a great marriage. She see that. Some women want to slide into that. Some women try to slide in, be your friend, want to end up being your side chick, or in her mind, she coming up with, well, shoot, if I slide in there, I probably could, break them up and do whatever, and so I could be with them. Because, some women are on that too. And it's not just men, it's women too. They want to be a quote unquote friend. Now, when you're a married man, it's a certain conversation you shouldn't even have with women whatsoever. Like, you don't discuss looks, you don't discuss sex, you don't discuss a whole lot of things with women because you don't want to cross that line. And when you're married, I'm a firm believer of you need to have couples to be y'all friends, right? So married couples, because you have something more in common with. And then married couples that respect themselves in marriage, etc. So it keeps that, that certain boundary. Because I'm the type of person, like, certain people I wouldn't even want in my house. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gonna respect my house, and certain places you just don't go, you don't say. It's a whole lot of things with that, because I believe you need to respect your wife as a man. You got to respect your wife. You just got to. So what do you want to be her friend for? Like, what? Why she's insisting to be your friend, but she don't want to be your wife's friend? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing that you should pay attention to. Like, nah, you cool with your wife. I don't know. No. You can't be cool with my wife. What you want to be cool with me for? You know what I'm saying? I can't offer you nothing. I'm not a female. I can't discuss female issues and problems. And listen, I ain't your daddy. I'm not your therapist. If you need that, they got professionals out there for you. But no, I mean, see, this is the deal about the Steve Harvey thing and why he's getting a little backlash. See, and my former Vice President Mike Pence had got a backlash too when he talked about that he don't really meet with women privately. He want to make sure his wife's around. And women got mad about that too, claiming, oh, well, men think like that is going to harm opportunities for women because sometimes we need to have meetings. No, you don't. You do not need to meet with no man if he don't feel comfortable while his wife present. No, the fact is, some of you try to pull stunts. And then with that Me Too situation that happened, a lot of men say, no, I'm definitely not putting myself in that kind of position, because you could lie. And listen, you could have 20 women lie on you, and then everybody be believing it, ruining your reputation, ruining everything you got. So as a man, you got to protect yourself these days, because these lies will try to stick to you like it's freaking true. And until they come up with laws to start punishing these women that's going to lie like that and ruin your reputation and everything, then men got to do what they got to do. You can have business relationships with women, and that's fine. But it's a certain thing. There are certain lines you do not cross in a business relationship, and they normally would respect that boundary. If they're choosing not to respect that boundary, then you need to get them out of that business relationship completely. But no, Steve Harvey is not wrong at all on this. I think it's respectful to his wife or any man who's married that think that way. That is respectful. It's just that simple. I mean, sometimes your life move on. What if y'all good friends when you were single, but then you got married? Well, you can't be friends with, my wife, and then it kind of transition over to, her, not so much me anymore. Then we just got to move on. That happens. That happens all the time. But, let me know what you think, about the situation with Steve Harvey, women and men. Let me know what you think about that. I'm just a firm believer there's certain lines you just don't cross, and my wife is my best friend. I don't need to be hanging out with nobody else whatsoever. And if your wife can't be, or your husband can't be your best friend, then what kind of relationship you have?